Why are we wearing the same thing? Oh my God.
You guys look like father and son more than we look like father and son.
Yeah, we coordinated.
Oh my God.
Mike, you copied me.
Let me change my shirt real quick.
Guys, everybody, welcome back to the podcast. As you could tell, we're in a different setup. Right now, this is a work in progress.
We're in a different studio?
We're in the same spot.
Is it?
Yeah, you could tell that it's the same.
I don't know. It looks
really.
different.
I don't see the shirts.
Well, yeah, the shirts are gone.
Did you sell them?
Listen. We're not done yet. We're not showing people the middle shot yet because Peter's not here.
Okay.
So the official unveiling will be next week.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be nice. It'll be more chill. How do you like sitting down, Anto?
I don't mind. The
couches.
only thing is that I don't like touching elbow with this guy here.
I might get a little handsy on this side.
I like it because when I sat next to Pete, his microphone was always blocking my face.
We did this for you, and now you're the star of the show.
At least now we can see your face, the color of your hair. You know,
The real reason is because we always hit the table with our hands.
you guys, not me. You know,
That side over there. And it would kill people when they would listen.
Oh, okay.
So we needed a better way.
But now the microphone, is it positioned okay?
It's perfect.
perfect.
So
Hey,
nice.
since we're starting to talk about Peter, we want to wish Peter
A speedy
a
recovery.
very super speedy recovery because Peter is.
Looking out with a microphone.
Yeah, you
How
can keep
close
it
do you
normal.
have
Okay,
it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hold it however you want.
Yeah, Mike is always pushing the mic when I was on the table in front of
What is Michael?
my head.
What's Michael always doing?
I'm trying to adjust it because you're never talking to
What's
the mic.
Michael always doing?
He's always just pushing stuff on my mouth. What the hell are you doing, Mike? Anyway, Pete.
And you guys don't want to sit next to each other.
Pete.
Can I switch couches?
I'm not switching with you.
Hey, Donald, please.
He's your partner
Yeah.
at Billardino.
Pete,
It didn't go too well.
when you come back, I'm not sure somebody's not going to be sitting on the couch.
You'll
So
be sitting on your lap.
yeah. Oh my God.
Well, let's give context. Peter's okay. He had a minor back surgery. He should be okay in 3-4 days, I think, walking
5
again.
days, he'll be
Walking. He's
walking.
walking already around. He's
How
gonna
do you know?
He's gonna start training.
He didn't answer
4 or
any of your
5 days.
calls, so
Yeah,
you
where
don't
are
know
getting this
that.
information? He didn't-
I have insider
He blocked
information.
No, Peter's going to be okay. He had to get a back surgery so that he could come play again with us. We've been missing him for a little bit.
Apparently, he's on a skateboard so he can maneuver on the skateboard in his stomach, and he's just moving around the house.
That part's true.
No?
Guys, we got a lot. We didn't do a podcast at the weekend because we had Coppa Italia games. Fiorentina just won 1-0. Where do we want to start? What's the biggest storylines where we want to begin?
Should we start with Coppa Italia since it's fresh, or
I don't know. What do you want to start with?
Let's do Coppa Italia. Let's start with the last game that we just finished right now.
I just jumped in the
You guys are the same.
Fiorentina.
We can
That's
start with for the Serie A Fiorentina against AC Milan. You want to start there?
No. Let's do at least.
That for the end? Okay. Inter, Empoli, whatever.
Fiorentina did what they couldn't do against you guys. Was they play so great. They always play a good game of football. It's very back and forth, high intensity. They just don't always score the goal. Today against Atalanta, they limited completely everything that Atalanta did. I've never seen Atalanta play that bad. It's been a long time since I've seen them not be able to score. So I'm happy for them. I'm happy for the way Fiorentina played. I think Italiano, he always gets the game plan right. In moments like these, I feel like he's spot on these one-offs. They got 1 foot into the final. I mean, they still got to go to Atalanta's home. It's only 1-0. They probably should have scored more goals, but good game.
I was shocked by Atalanta. They didn't even look like themselves. They weren't creating chances. They barely had possession of the ball. They didn't look dangerous. So to me, it looked like just a complete bad game from them. And yeah, now they're on the back foot for the first leg. And I wonder how they're going to bounce back now for the second one.
I didn't see the Catelare for the last couple of games. I don't know.
He's injured.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
You see?
Him and Scalvini's out for a month for Atalanta.
So without the Catelare, Atalanta is not really...
Come on, they got plenty of other guys.
who's playing on the Catalare's position?
They had Lukman, Miranchuk, Cup Miners behind them, Scamacca off the bench, El Bilal Toure. All guys that have scored a lot of goals.
I don't know. To me, the midfield they didn't look sharp.
I think every time that Atalanta plays Fiorentina, whether it's home or away, Fiorentina has the game plan. Mm-hmm. They always don't let them play because we say, oh, Atalanta plays so good last week, but then against Fiorentina, he gets the game plan. And what a goal. holy cow, what a goal that the guy scored. And the goalkeeper, he went all out, but the ball hit the 7 and then he went in.
Mandragora. I thought it took a deflection at first.
No.
I thought for sure.
No deflection.
The first time I saw it, I said, "Oh, it had to have."
That's what I thought. I thought it hit someone's back.
I was sure it did.
Yeah.
Can you see my foot? Whoopsie. He got it from this side over there.
Show us.
You can't do both at the same time.
He
You
got
can't.
this.
I got you, buddy. Go.
This side.
He's going to pull a muscle.
Bam.
There goes your hamstring.
Hang on.
Nice demonstration. I hope we don't get copyrighted for that.
Oopsie. No, beautiful to see. Mandragora, fortunately for AC Milan, he didn't score on the Palombella against Maignan. Actually, the ball was going out anyway.
Good of a shot.
So, it was a beautiful game to watch. Not really exciting. I think the Juventus game was a little bit more exciting.
The Juventus game had a lot in it. Juventus, I mean, how the hell did they go from 72 hours? They played so bad against Lazio, the first one. And the second one, the first half wasn't good, actually, from Juventus. But then the second half, they showed a little bit of character. They started playing the ball vertical. Cambiaso's ball to Chiesa was perfect. I mean, I don't know where Lazio's defense was on the entire play. And it's what you expect from Juventus. The individual quality, obviously, is what comes through. Federico Chiesa in that position, Dusan Vlahovic. I thought Lazio looked so bad compared to what they did the first.
The defenders on both goals.
Casale messed up.
Once he came in,
really bad. First of all, it was crazy in a matter of days how they looked like a completely different team. But Allegri, you got to give him credit too. I definitely think he did his homework. He made Lazio look like not dangerous at all compared to the first one. The Lazio in the first game, in the Serie A game, completely outclassed Juve. Could have won it by a couple goals. Ended up scoring at the end. But now you can see Allegri did what he was supposed to, got everyone better. But yeah, you can also say about Lazio's defense. One ball split the whole defense up. Casale, horrible. And then other than Dusan Vlahovic, she's very good, but still left him, wrong-footed him, and he ended up scoring.
I felt Juve, they just made the game way more physical. The first game, they allowed Lazio to play, to pass, to build up, find the triangles. From the beginning, Juventus made their presence felt. Obviously, McKennie came back in. He got another assist, 10 assists on the season. But that was the difference. And Lazio, there's sometimes that they don't step up to the challenge. They don't like to get hit. Like guys like Luis Alberto, they're so technical. He's amazing on the ball. But when the other team gets a little bit physical with him, I feel like they dip. But it still is Tudor's only had the team for a few training sessions. So it's hard to completely judge. I love what he did the first game. You could see the presence, and Juventus weren't able to deal with it. In the second, less so. But, I mean, Juventus is also playing at home. I think it's still far from over. Tudor actually said after the game, he's like, with the way Juventus played like that, with the $100 million that they spend on a player, they could compete with Real Madrid and Man City if they always play like this.
I would not get exaggerated. Man City, no, you're not even close. Even to open the mouth.
I think it was just being nice because he was there, but
I think it's a little mind games, trying to say like, oh, they have an amazing squad, not like me.
Meanwhile, they beat them a couple of days before.
yeah, just playing good. You want to talk about Milan?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't mind. AC Milan lately they've been winning games. I know Gaetano's got something saved for me. So got a bunch of stats.
Before you start, I got a couple of stats, which
stats or stu? Stats.
I'm gonna you guys you start and then I'll go last and then I'll give you the numbers, and whoever is watching, they can also have some numbers in their mind and then they can see if they were right. So how many times in the first half that the ball went back from the defenders, went back to Maignan, and how many times in the whole game did that AC Milan passed the ball back to Maignan? Go ahead.
That's a very difficult question. I would say...
No. Talk about it, and at the end,
you give me a number. All right, so, okay. Well, AC Milan, on the paper, in terms of volume of shown on the field, they did very well. I mean, we know that defensively they keep making those useless, passes and mistakes. And I don't like. I'm not really sold out on the build up from the back line with Maignan and company. Maignan has a tendency to hold the ball too long for my taste, but Magic Mike, he regained his magic lately because he kind of he lost it the last few games, and there was not a lot of the goals were I'm not saying his fault, but he was part culpable because maybe his positioning and he will have saved the goal that he took lately in the last few weeks. They were savable by the Maignan that we are accustomed to see playing goalkeeper for AC Milan. But AC Milan, they create a lot, but they only managed to score 2 goals. It's a lot of balls in, a lot of efforts and all of that stuff, and then all you can only show off for 2 goals. I mean, and then Fiorentina, if they would have tied the game, believe me, they would have just.
They created their opportunities.
They did.
They couldn't put it in the back of the net.
Nobody would be complaining.
But going to Florence, nobody goes to Florence. I think Inter is one of the only teams that have gone there and gotten wins because in Florence they're usually really tight. And your away record in 2024 has been better than anybody else. For some reason, you're so good away from home. Obviously, I mean, Leao's been amazing. Leao has been amazing.
He's been amazing even when he misses very easy chances.
Okay, but the ball that he gives, the assist,
the
genius.
The back heel,
it's genius.
Yeah,
you can't teach
we
that.
Got lucky. We got lucky on that one. Come
that's
on.
instinct. That's the understanding of where the ball is. That's the only pass that he could have made. But even besides the stats, because I feel like stats are such a lie with Rafael Leao, it's everything that he does to open up a game. He drags a defender out wide. He creates a space, and now he's got the outlets. He's got Loftus-Cheek, who will make the darting runs forward. The guy puts the ball into the back of the net. He's got 10 goals all season. 9 have been in 2024. So there was a lot of changes at Milan, but now they're starting to click, at least up front, because in defense, you still can see too many chances. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, Florenzi is not AC Milan caliber.
Florenzi and Calabria, your starting fullbacks. It's scary.
They are disaster.
We need 2 additional center defenders at least for now.
Disaster.
You need a lot in the back.
We didn't have Theo Hernandez. We haven't mentioned that. So, but I want to just
Suspended.
say, just to start, again, all the public from Firenze just displaying all of this affection for the loss of Joe Barone, the minute of silence, the launching of the white balloons, and all of this beautiful pre-game ceremony that was.
And they save him a seat. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Today too. They put the flowers.
Jack Bonaventura was sitting behind. They put the flower and they put on the chair. They put the shirt of Fiorentina shirt. It was beautiful to watch, and we have to just keep not forgetting that Joe is still technically watching the game, even though if he's not sitting on that chair. So
I was going for them to get a result. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, I saw you. I heard your comment over there on the Paramount. But hey, listen, I would have been happy being an AC Milan fan if Fiorentina would have tied. I would have been a little happier, regardless of the point.
Yeah.
But
nevertheless, Milan's a top team. Are you Pioli in or Pioli out now? Because it feels like some people have
Pioli's
switched.
out. I don't think they're gonna throw him out because everything is tied up to Pioli coming second on the Serie A. And maybe playing even the final or the semis. I am sold. I don't. It's not. I don't like Pioli. I think Pioli's lifetime or life cycle with AC Milan, it's over. Okay, everybody knows already what is he gonna do.
So if you were Furlani, you would move on from in the summer.
Yes.
Okay. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have switched because I think Pioli deserves a lot of credit. I think Pioli is a great coach. What he achieved at Milan to win the Scudetto, the way that he's managed young talents, but also integrating some of the old guys like Olivier Giroud. I think players absolutely love him. You could see that. And I think that he's getting better results than he gets credit for. The thing that I would say is tactically, sometimes I question the way that the team looks. It looks very individual, but I'll put that aside. I feel like there's also moments where cycles end and there's time to just change, which doesn't necessarily mean that the coach is bad or good. It just feels like the moment to move on. I could be totally wrong. That's just the way that I see Milan. What do you, Mike and Gaetano?
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
How about Pioli?
I think it's he did what he was supposed to. He won the Scudetto. I just don't feel like Milan can further their achievements with Pioli as coach. He came in, he helped, did what he had to do, but I just don't see him being the future for Milan. I think his kind of coaching has a ceiling, and I don't see him as a modern coach that's going to revolutionize the game. So to me, I think they should move on in the summer. Get someone with young, exciting ideas, plays more modern football.
Going back to the game,
he was like, forget what he said.
Many times they passed the ball back.
Fiorentina and AC Milan. I thought that Fiorentina, they had the chances. I mean, Bellotti, he's trying so hard. He hustles on every ball. He had a couple of shots.
Not hard enough for the goals.
He's going to try hard in Serie B next year.
He couldn't believe how the save that Maignan made. When they scored that first goal, AC Milan, and then right away Duncan scored that goal. That was the time to go all out and trying to get another goal. But it took only a few minutes, and then
the momentum died down. Right?
The AC Milan scored again, and the momentum died. And then from then on, it was very, very difficult. But I want to say a few words about Leao. How good is Leao? How good can he get, Leao? If we compare Leao with Mbappe, okay? Leao has got speed, and Mbappe's got speed.
Mm-hmm.
He has creativity, Mbappe has creativity. They both very creative players. I mean, the things that Leao shows you are amazing. The pass that he did, and it looks like he does effortless. The goal that he scored, the second goal, it reminded me of Mbappe in the World Cup, where he got the ball and he went 50 yards and he scored. I mean, he did it so effortless to score that goal. He had somebody on the right, I don't remember who was on the right, which if he would have passed the ball to the right, the guy would have just tapped it in.
Yeah, Chukwueze.
Yeah. But he was so confident. He was like a gazelle. He goes, I'm not passing the ball to anybody. I just move to the right and I put it in. I mean, so much confidence there. This guy is so good. So what's the difference between him? Why can he reach the
consistency?
It's not clinical.
Why can he reach the next level to be at that level all the time?
It's not clinical.
Clinical and consistency, I agree with that.
Listen, you're already 24 years old. You're already mature for soccer.
Okay, the guy is 24, 25 years old.
You're mature already.
Mbappe is 24, 25
and Mbappe, when he's one-on-one, I'm like 99% sure he's going to put the ball into the back of the net.
Yeah.
He's a much better finisher.
So
he's a better
finisher.
By far.
But Leao can finish. He knows how to finish.
On his day.
No, he knows how to finish.
I don't know. I feel like
it's something mental to me. His body language tells me if he loses the ball, he doesn't want to win the ball back. Somebody else will get it from me, Instead, I don't see that fire inside, but I think that he has the talent. He's got the talent. And I cannot believe that in the World Cup, this guy against Morocco, he was on the bench. A talented guy like that. The game was a 1-0 game. Mbappe on that game, he would have won the game if he played for Portugal. Leao, he cannot win the. But they're the same age or they're 1 year apart.
But everybody matures at different times. There are certain players that they become great later on in life.
But if I would have seen this guy with the fire inside, with the, I see him, he loses the ball. All right, I lost the ball. This did not work. Okay, and he'll walk back. I don't see it. But to me, Leao has got the talent.
That's without a doubt.
To be at that level.
So,
and it's a shame.
Somebody has to get it out.
And it's a shame that he doesn't that he doesn't come out.
Where do you sit on? Because I think we're all in agreement on there. What do you sit on the Pioli discussion?
Pioli, he might win the European Cup. If he wins the Euro Cup, leave him alone. I mean, the guy's in second place. He's not supposed to be in second. Juventus was supposed to be in second place. He's in second place. He wins the Euro Cup.
Why you say Juventus is supposed to be in second place? Based on what?
Well, they had no.
The odds were Juventus.
They had no Champions League. They had no Europa League. They had
but
the whole week to prepare.
They have Allegri. Hello.
We're talking about Allegri or Pioli?
No, they have a Juventus got Allegri. How the hell you wanted to be on second place if you're playing defense?
No, Pioli.
So Pioli stays.
Pioli, if he wins the European,
you keep him.
If he loses badly, then is out.
Giroud is going to MLS.
I feel so
by the
bad.
way, LAFC.
I feel so bad. I
Feel
this
bad for
is-
who?
For Giroud. I want Giroud to play for AC Milan.
So this guy Giroud, who I said in the beginning of the year, you need another forward. He cannot last
You two were very much on that.
the whole season. The guy is the third leading scorer in Serie A.
He's one of the best.
I feel like he's so underrated. Just
Giroud.
his career as a whole gets extremely overlooked. He is class. Without him, you guys would never have the Scudetto that you had.
Yeah.
He came up in big moments. The way that he's like effortless in the air, the way that he opens up space for the guys like Leao, Pulisic, Loftus-Cheek to run in behind his hold-up play. But then the other thing is his leadership. The way that he speaks to the youngsters, the way that he's gotten the most out of a group, the way that he's kind of been that bridge between the old guard and the new guard. It gets overlooked. Those are not the stats that you can put together. But I'm happy for him that he's going to go to MLS. I think he deserves to choose whatever he wants, and he's at that point.
Comparing Giroud with Leao, look the way Giroud goes and press the goalkeeper. I don't see Leao. Giroud, I know it's the number 9. It's always running at the goalkeeper with so much speed.
And the other thing
and
is
he never stops. Giroud never stops.
Is always in the right place at the right time. He got a ball from Shiguesi on the first few minutes. He was there. He took a shot, and Teresiano stopped it. And then he got a ball from Leao from the other side. He was right in the center in front of the goal. And he took a shot, and the ball went high. But he was there.
Yeah.
As a center forward, you have to be there. When the ball comes in, you have to be there.
Speaking about coaches, he's obviously linked with the Milan job, but it doesn't seem like he'll go. Thiago Motta and Bologna. What a team. I mean, we're running out of words to describe them. The fact that they are 2 points behind, we posted this. They're 2 points behind Juventus. Nobody expected this, right? They have the 13th lowest wage bill in the Serie A, 32 million a year. Juventus is first with 120 million, first to 13th, and they're getting the results there. Thiago Motta has made every player around him better. Orsolini's the top scoring Italian. He scored a brilliant goal. Calafiori is living his best life in defense. Zirkzee, we didn't even mention him yet. Salamakers. I mean, that is a coach who has clear ideas. And the thing that I love about him, he's not one of those modern coaches which is sometimes the thing that I don't like about De Zerbi, for example, is the way that they're always just bombing forward no matter what. I feel like his teams, they're always organized. Like, you know exactly how they're going to play. Defensively, they're solid. They don't overexpose themselves. It doesn't mean that because they're defensive or they're solid defensively, they don't go forward. They blend the two. And I feel like if Xabi Alonso, for example, who has rightfully so stolen all of the headlines in Europe because Bayer Leverkusen cannot lose a game, if that wasn't a talking point, the world would be talking more about Thiago Motta as the next best young coach. What do you think?
Oh, I agree. They play the beautiful soccer or football. He always has a game plan. He's very motivated. He is always applauding the players if they make a good play. He's always. I never see this guy get too upset. He's always clapping hands. He's always encouraging the players. If they make a mistake, he's there to support them. And at the end, he shows the way they play. I think they're following his lead, and he's got the right players to follow his lead. If he goes to another level, you have to buy what he's selling. And sometimes with the big players, it doesn't work out. But right now, I wish that he stays there and he doesn't leave. And he stays with Bologna.
Well, that was going to be my next question. Yeah. If you're Thiago Motta, I'm pretty confident he's going to qualify for the Champions League. I'm assuming we get 5 spots. What do you do? So you're saying you stay at Bologna. Mike, you're Thiago Motta. You've got Milan. You've got Juventus. You have plenty of options. You have this Bologna. Do you try to do what Xabi Alonso just did, where he said, I'm putting everything to bed. I'm staying in Bayer Leverkusen. And, from that, different players are saying that they're going to stay. Florian Wirtz, all this, right? Do you try to create that pact if you're Thiago Motta, or do you say Juventus, even though they're not great, it is still the institution, it's the name, it's the project? What would you do?
I think it depends with a lot of things because he's got to talk to the directors and the president to see what path they want to continue in. If they want to just be like that Udinese that 1 year and didn't really invest in the thing.
Okay, let me give you a scenario
like
so we can make it specific. If we'll make it specific. They say, listen, Zirkzee, Calafiori, Orsolini, Ferguson, we're going to keep them. We're going to keep the guys. We're going to keep the group together. I can't invest too much, but what we're going to do is we're not going to sell the core of this team. Thiago Motta, are you staying? Are we all going to agree to this?
When a team like Juventus or Milan or someone wants you, this team overperformed. I think we can all agree on it. And just like Spalletti left when he had to, when he left on a high, I think you never know when Juve is going to come calling again or Milan's going to come calling again. I would personally go. I mean, I'm just saying based on
so it didn't matter about the project.
He has to go.
You said you had to see about the project, but either way, you were not going to do it.
Nothing.
But it's unrealistic to do what Atalanta do. To build the money and actually invest and have someone that actually...
Bologna?
No, Atalanta in terms of their team that are trying to solidify themselves as a top team in Italy. Unlike someone that's going to take all the money, sell
but
everyone.
But you're saying either way.
Either or, but...
You don't think he should stay?
No, I mean, I probably would. This is just on the top of my head.
I agree with Mike. I'm sorry, but unfortunately, from time to time, me and Mike, we happen to agree with each other.
You agree on your style?
Yeah, that's right, Mike. Yeah, that's right. So Thiago Motta's cycle is over at Bologna. The phone calls have been made already. You have a lot of 4 or 5 teams that he can choose from.
Probably, yeah.
So you want to leave when you are on the top. So he's going to just say goodbye to the public, to the players, and he's going to go
and say Forza Juve.
No,
I'm coming.
I mean, he's going to go looking. He's going to go looking for a greener pastures, and he's going to try to get something, more not challenging. He's going to be. He's going to just. He might want to be coaching a team that has got a lot more, history behind, and and chance to do well even in Europe, and not just in the Campionato, because Bologna is not going to win a Champions League, not now. And Bologna is not going to do.
You think Juventus is going? You think Juventus have a good chance of winning the Champions League?
No.
Better than Bologna. Better than Bologna.
Neither is Bologna.
Slightly.
Yeah, but what makes you think that Thiago Motta is going to go to Juventus? I'm not sure.
And you get a fat salary, and you get a higher wage.
You're saying for
he might go to EPL. If he comes to AC Milan, I will be very happy.
He's not really linked with any big moves in Premier League. Like I said, I feel like he's getting very overlooked. Yeah, but they're all making their moves. Xabi Alonso obviously is the one that paves the way first. De Zerbi,
Chelsea. There is another opportunity. Maybe he might go to Chelsea. He might go to.
Either way, I think Juventus. Anytime Juventus comes calling, it's the name in Italy is just too big. I mean, everybody will say it, no matter what. Even if the team doesn't look great. I think with the pieces, can you imagine Juventus? You get Thiago Motta, you keep Vlahovic, you keep Chiesa, you bring back Sule from Frosinone. You get 3 players. Yeah. You get 2 midfielders that actually know how to play with the ball. You bring Locatelli back into his position, maybe, right? And you get a left back. The rest of the team, it's not that far off. You need 2-3 players
and a manager
and a proper coach with ideas, clear path forward. I think that my prediction is that's what happens in the summer.
You think Thiago Motta is coming to Juventus?
I think he's going to Juventus, yeah.
All right.
It's definitely between... I can never see a way that Allegri stays. I don't believe any of the reports that Allegri's staying, that they're happy with this. Even the way that he communicates. I listened to Chiesa after the Coppa Italia match, and I say this, he's got more of a winning mentality for me than even Allegri does. I like the way that he speaks. Like, I like competitors. He says, we're not back. He's like, we won in a Coppa Italia match. You can't talk about Juventus being back. What we've done right now, it's embarrassing. This is not the level that we should be at. We should be competing for the title. And I feel like a lot of Allegri's communication has been downplaying it. Can you imagine if a CEO of a huge company that you invest in, every year, you spend the most money out of any company in the world, you spend the most money, and then you're like, we're just going to compete to be the 4th best.
You didn't answer your question.
No, I said Motta Juventus.
No, would you do that if you were him? Also?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gaetano, you're on your own, buddy.
No, yeah, he said to stay.
But I like.
He doesn't care.
But Gaetano's a loyal guy.
Because of what he did this year, I would like him to stay. I mean, he's not going to win the Champions League.
What would you do in his position?
That's what he said.
But he could compete, I think, in the Europa League.
If you were him, what would you do? Same answer? or you coming to Juve? Coming to Torino, baby.
If I was him,
Pack your
If you're
bags.
Thiago Motta.
Fat
I
salary.
mean, I like the romance of
yeah, me too.
Bologna.
That's only.
You know, so I would like,
One more year.
One more year.
You're okay. Be honest.
You're gonna be I mean,
You're gonna be in Serie B.
somebody's gonna look for you.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I think you can get a lot of experience playing some Champions League game and some Europa League games.
Yeah, but
You could put yourself on the map.
But
You're gonna get demolished, bro.
You don't know that.
Champions League.
No, you don't know
If you get a
that.
bad draw, it's gonna be.
played on
Okay,
the
if
Champions
you
League.
get a
coaching
bad
at
draw.
Benevento the
PSG.
season
Yeah, but
after.
coaching is
It was a
different.
PSG and Inter. He played on
Like
Champions League.
even
so-
for
So
as a
Xabi,
coach, I
for
understand.
Xabi Alonso, I was surprised too,
Yeah,
right? That he's staying at Bayer Leverkusen. But then I take a step back and
was
I'm
really
like,
surprised.
even if he did really poorly the next year, everyone's still gonna want him as a coach.
Yeah.
He's done something incredible. It's not the same as a player where you could get
You
hurt
lose it, though.
and no, but it's not the same. It's really not. And guess what? I have a feeling this is just a complete guess.
I'm surprised.
Complete shot in the dark. I think Xabi Alonso knows he's gonna get Real Madrid the next year. I think he understands. And if he doesn't, even if he doesn't, he's going to have everybody that still wants him. That's my guess, my prediction.
Oh, Ancelotti.
You don't.
charm.
You're not gonna. People understand. You stop Bayern Munich from winning the Bundesliga. You're 13 points ahead.
I mean, good for him. I'm happy that he said it's good for.
I'm saying it's not
football.
that crazy.
It's
Like,
good
I
for
actually
football that he
understand
stayed another season.
You're gonna have suitors.
That team and Bologna, you know, the more or less.
Okay, don't put them on the same page.
Well, for the league, I'm saying. For what Bayern Leverkusen is for the Bundesliga and when Bologna is for Serie A, more or less they're in the same.
You're saying them getting into Champions League football is comparable to Bayer Leverkusen winning the league in terms of it's a great feat. It's something that nobody thought of. We had Bologna as a mid-table 10th place team. The fact that they'll finish amongst the top four is an incredible achievement. But Bayer Leverkusen, of course, is
They're
is
by
winning.
like 12 points
13.
in the Bundesliga.
I think it's 13 now.
13 points.
But
ahead.
also everywhere, Europa League. Look what they're doing, Europa League. They can't die. They were losing
They
the
won
game
today
the other day.
4-0.
I know.
They won today
German
4-0.
Cup.
10 minutes to
German
go
Cup,
and they
yeah.
won the game.
They were out of Europa League too against Karabakh. And then Sheik, you know this guy Sheik, he scored 5
scored
goals,
at the-
4 in like the 90th minute.
Sheik's gonna win the Bundesliga when he almost won a Juve.
I can't believe
and
we've
didn't play
recorded
at
with him
Roma.
that long.
If you take all my players away, I'm gone. If you don't leave me,
You're changing.
You got to make a pact. You have to make a pact with Zirkse, with Calafiori. You say, guys, we're going to do
you
this
gotta
together.
leave me
He's gonna be on this
Zigzag,
plane. I can't
otherwise
hear
I'm
you.
gone.
I'll call you out to the plane.
Lose the connection.
Lose the connection.
What makes you think that
I'm gone.
a lot of those players they are under a lot of pressure to from the big teams?
I'm gone.
See you later.
Bologna.
sucker.
The only thing that Bologna can offer them is an extra portion of a tortellini or a tagliatelle. You know, orsolini, tortellini, tagliatelle, fettuccine. That's it. That's the only thing that I can offer to them.
Yo, should we talk about Roma a little bit?
That's right.
0-0 against Lecce, a game where Lecce played really well. I saw a crazy stat, by the way.
Lecce dropped 2 points.
Lecce, yeah.
They did.
Yeah, why are you laughing?
But you know what? I saw a crazy stat, and it kind of scared me a little bit. I hope it's right. I fact checked it, but I hope it is correct. When Mourinho got sacked after the Milan game, they were 5 points away from 4th place. Right now, we're almost 5 points away from 4th place, even with all the hype and excitement.
Better football.
Am I looking? It is better football,
And,
better football.
Yeah, they're playing much better.
but they're still.
But and they have
a lot of
Lazio.
competition, man.
They have Lazio on
And
coming up.
they had an easy. I mean, they planned out that schedule for De Rossi to have as easy as it could be. And when Mourinho went off, it was a really.
It's
tough
gonna
schedule.
start getting
He's
rocky.
got-
De Rossi,
He's got
prepare
2
for
weeks.
turbulence.
He's got the next 10 days, 14
You have your
days. Very, very difficult. Very difficult.
Let me grab my phone and check the schedule.
Yeah,
He's got Lazio coming up as a derby. And then if
got
I'm
AC Milan in Coppa
then
Italia.
if I'm not saying
it's
he's got
got
AC
UEFA.
Milan. So the next 2 weeks
It's gonna be
for
tough.
Roma is very, very difficult.
So they have Lazio on Saturday.
Yeah.
Then they have the Europa League against Milan.
Yeah.
Then Udinese. Then Milan again. Return Europa League. Bologna, Napoli, Juventus, Atalanta, Genoa.
Yo,
Mamma mia,
De
that's
Rossi's
tough.
gonna be unemployed by next week.
The Rossi is going to become De Neri. It's going to be it's going to be Rosso Nero.
Oh God, for De Rossi. Oh,
No, it's not for the
we'll see.
Rossi, Mike. They're gonna
gotta-
win a bunch
they-
of.
That was their only bad game that they played, right?
They gotta get Dybala. Gotta be back healthy. Pellegrini's gotta be back,
Need them,
and
yeah.
maybe.
But you know what's scary too? Lukaku's hasn't been the same.
Oh my God.
Under De Rossi as he was. He's not as efficient. Maybe that's because everyone else is playing well.
What about Abraham?
you ever thought about
no
that?
chance Abraham is coming back?
He should be back soon, yeah.
Bro, we've been
What do
saying
you
this
think?
from November.
Well, yo,
No,
what he had was a serious injury. He got hurt the last day of the season.
I hope Lukaku gets the same love that he was getting before, because that's important. That's what I heard for Lukaku. He needs to be feeling the love from everybody
He needs to
around
be
him.
coddled.
Sure, from
He's got to score a
the
couple
coach.
goals and then they're going to love him. You score in the derby? You score in the derby? Forget it. That's it. His face is going to be
Lukaku's been
everywhere.
invisible.
And a couple of things about Lukaku and his body language when he plays. He wants the ball, and the ball is not getting to him. He wants a certain way to get the ball, and I see him getting a little bit frustrated. And it should be once you pass the midfield, you should look for him.
He's not the center of the game. Like
Yeah.
when he was with Conte at Inter, he was every single
And
thing.
with Mourinho too.
He did everything.
He was
With main outlet.
devastating.
I remember one game Zelinski went in, and this guy was playing. Every time he got the ball, Zelinski, who did he look for? He looked for Lukaku. Every time. Zelensky. And
You said the same thing.
And he was playing defender. But every time he got the ball, he looked for him. Whether it was in midfield or as soon as he passed the midfield, he looked for him. He gave him the ball. And Lukaku loves to get the ball with his back to the goal. He protects the ball. He stops it.
He thinks about what Conte told
He turns
him.
around. He takes a shot.
You know why Zaleski always gives him the ball?
I haven't seen that.
He always gave him the ball because he knew Lukaku was not going to lose it. So he's like, all right, I did my job.
Right.
I got it to the guy. Now you figure
It's
the
a,
rest out.
it's a pass complete.
But I-
for his
Yeah,
stats.
exactly.
No, you can lose it.
I remember a specific game. The guy went in the second half. Every ball that he got, the first pass was
Yeah.
Lukaku.
Yeah. So Roma, they didn't play well against Lecce. Lecce probably should have.
Yo, Lecce gotta get a finisher, because they had up to the final third, they did everything right, and then over there they forgot.
Strefezza will have a better 5 or 6 of those
You love
chances.
Strefezza.
I love it. I wish I had him.
It sounds like a type of cheese.
No. But Strefezza, I would have loved to, even as a bench player on AC Milan, I would have done very well.
Speaking about Milan, it was a question I wanted to ask you guys because Pulisic, he's been putting out a lot of interviews. There's a lot of quotes saying that he's living his best life right now. He's in the form of his life. He feels great. There was a quote that the reason why he joined Milan was because he had a conversation with Pioli, and Pioli explained to him where he's going to be playing in this Milan role. Obviously, him staying healthy is the biggest thing because he's got the talent. But to have 20 goal contributions already this season in your first year with so many different changes, there was drama around Milan. Has he been the signing? Is he the best signing of the summer in Serie A? Christian Pulisic.
It's one of the best.
Well, yeah,
it's
one
not
of-
really the
one of-
best.
If he's not the best, then give me the name of who's the
Zirkzee
best.
one.
What are you talking about? Oh, you are saying
Serie
in
A,
general. In
Serie A.
general.
In
Serie
all
A.
of Serie A,
Yeah.
was Pulisic the best signing?
One of.
They got a great deal on him. He's performed exceptionally. He's happy. He looks like he gets along with his teammates. Everything is good. He feels good.
I still believe Dybala, it's the one at the top. Dybala, it's way the top player.
Zirkzee, Thuram also,
Even
you
with
put
the
him.
limited time.
Thuram is the only other one that
Even with
I have
the
an argument
limited
for.
time,
I mean-
with the limited time that Dybala spends on the field, Dybala for me is
Thuram
just-
has got double-digit goals. If I'm
No,
not
yeah,
in Serie
he's
A.
up there.
He's
Yeah.
got about 10 goals. I'm not sure how many Pulisic. How many there is he at? 7,
I think he has
Eight.
9.
9.
Yeah.
And Thuram has got 10. No, those are the top. I mean, he's one of the top.
I would say top 3-4.
Yeah.
And Lukman also, you can put him there.
Nah. He got signed the last year.
C-
He hasn't done anything this year.
CDK.
Yeah, but not at
No,
the
not
level,
at the level
not at
of
the level of Zirkzee or Thuram or
Pulisic much better.
Dybala.
Pulisic
Thuram
much-
has 10 goals.
Yeah.
Pulisic has 9. Yep.
9,
Exactly
okay.
what we said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Thuram is probably the one. Also free transfer. But Pulisic's right there.
Yeah.
He's been
No.
he's done an incredible.
For AC Milan, he's done a great job. In the beginning, I said that I'm not a big Pulisic fan, but for AC Milan, every time he gets the ball, he creates something. I would like to see him also do it in the Europa League. So there's a few top important games coming up. I want to see him do it also there. And since we are in this A Milan, before we close, I wanted to give you guys that stat.
Oh, yeah.
That I said before, and that's one of my criticism about Pioli. how many times in the first half do you think that they gave the ball back to Maignan?
Too many.
How many?
I will say maybe 30, 40.
Okay.
30 to 40.
And in the whole game?
60.
No, I say 11 times.
You
Wait, for
kidding me?
half?
11 times.
For halftime
Yeah.
or full time?
11 times.
Okay, Mike?
17.
17. And for the whole game?
17. 26.
Okay, so in the first 20 minutes, the defenders gave the ball back 20 times.
Whoa.
Wow.
For the first half, they gave the ball back 30 times.
Oh, you said it. Exact.
30 times. And for the second half, I got so frustrated that I only count 18 times, and then I was going so fast. So it's like 48, but almost 50
like
times. That
But that's the style.
There was
they do
one
it to
time-
drag out a team.
There was one time the ball was on the right wing. The ball ended up to Maignan. He kept going back. He kept going back. Every time this guy Gabbia got the ball, he passed it back.
But all the biggest
And
teams in
the-
Europe, that's how they play.
But
they
it's
all
so
play
frustrating to me. It's so frustrating. You're in the right wing. You got somebody really fast. Take on the man. You got one guy. I don't understand
Yeah,
these coaches. Even today, it's frustrating. You got one guy to beat, and you slow down and you go
Yeah.
back.
You know what?
If you're a wing, okay, and Fiorentina had two wings. If you're a wing and you got one guy to beat,
Right.
please don't go back. Beat the guy and cross the ball.
It's right. It's 100% right. I'll tell you what. AC Milan with Gabbia and with the other defender that we have over there.
Ciao?
Tomori. I think Maignan demands the ball. This is the reasons why they gave him the ball back to him. They have so many outlets open, and they're still giving the
Well,
ball
it's
back.
Pioli. Pioli says what to do.
Yes and no. Yes and no. I understand
It's
when you are
Pioli.
under
What do
pressure.
you mean yes or no?
But-
It's Pioli that determines the game.
Gaetano, I understand when you are under
do you mean yes
pressure.
or no?
When you are under
If
pressure,
Pioli
you
tells
give
you
it back.
to go up, like Italiano says, let's go up, let's go. De Rossi tells you to do it. You pass the ball back to the keeper?
I don't know. To me, Maignan demands the ball, and then
He's gonna be like, nah, yo, Maignan said that we gotta get the ball back, Pioli. I'm
Maignan
sorry.
demands the ball,
They're
and
making
I'm
fun
telling
of
you,
you.
the things that bothers me the most, he has the tendency to hold the ball
Why you said that?
too long. I hate that. I hate it.
But every team, guys, watch any team in Europe, they all do the same exact
Has
thing.
their own different tactic. That's just how they play. They practice that.
Anyway, Napoli. Talk about Napoli for a second. Depression.
What a disaster.
Peter sent a video from his family that was at the stadium, and they're just the boos from the freaking
They
fans.
didn't say nice
You know
things.
the song?
They're right.
Oh my God.
You got the song?
Ci scordiamo lo scudetto. Something had to do with the scudetto. Oh, vaffanculo allo scudetto. Meritiamo più rispetto.
Bravo.
Vaffanculo allo scudetto, meritiamo più rispetto.
Wow.
Vaffanculo allo scudetto, meritiamo più rispetto. Meaning,
Can we translate?
meaning the hell.
Mike, translate.
Translate.
No,
Mike.
you were about to give it perfect.
Okay.
What
Don't say
you
the
just
curse.
said. No,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
said it well.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it means take the scudetto.
No, go to hell.
What? Oh,
Go to
yeah.
hell.
Yeah. What do you mean? You want me to sing it again?
No, translate in English.
In
for
English.
The,
In English. Ma
Yeah.
siamo tutto due.
Okay, go ahead.
So take the scudetto and shove it up.
You were about to give a the
Go
hell
to
with the
Go
Scudetto.
to hell with the Scudetto.
Yeah, and then
We deserve more respect.
We deserve more respect.
Yeah.
But in Italian,
It rhymes.
It rhymes.
So it sounds better to chant.
It sounds better than what we just came up with. Yeah, they're not happy.
And
they
shove it
looked.
up.
They looked.
Hey, you know what? The
Against
thing that
Atalanta.
bothers me the most.
God.
You played very poorly, and then you go under the curva where all the ultras of Napoli are there, and then what are you doing?
No, they have to do that.
They
They
go
always
over
do
there
Everyone
and
does
they
that.
take it. It's
They-
like they're getting hit with a stick.
Like punishment. That's what they do.
Nah, they always do that. You ever come on? Remember Milan did it a couple years ago. Remember them underneath the curva with the Milan?
And they just
with the
sit there
Milan guys?
silently.
And they go, oh,
Yeah, they just sit there. It's so awkward.
They just got to take it. It's so straight.
It's so awkward.
Can you imagine a young kid? Can you
It
imagine a
is.
young kid from a different country for the first time that he's got to watch
Oh
that?
my God.
They're like, what the hell are they doing here?
If I'm a player, I mean, I never played at that level, so I cannot really say. But if I had a terrible game and I run into that locker room and hide myself underneath, I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah, but you have to. If you start going against those fans,
They're
remember
gonna,
what he
they're
kind
gonna,
of
they're gonna death threats to you if you don't go. It's serious.
No, Mike.
No, they take it offensive. You know what? But you know what? When Italy, when they were here, and I saw Mancini, and I saw what Mancini did under the curva. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I was like very particular. I was annoyed with all of Italy.
Right here?
Yes, when they were here. I was annoyed with all of Italy. They came over and they applauded, right? The curva, where we were singing. We were singing the entire game. I lost my voice for 2 days going to this game. The rest of them did. And I thought they could have given their shirts to the kids right underneath. I think they could have came over. I think they could have signed a couple of autographs, but whatever. I watched Mancini, though. Mancini gave, like, the biggest BS effort I've ever seen. He didn't even walk all the way to where they were. He just, like, looked over and just kept going. And even for some, I was like, damn, I paid $150 for these tickets. Like, yeah, not that I'm entitled or deserve something, but it would have been a nice gesture if he at least would have come over and gotten close to the fans.
They won the game. You know, you should be happy that you won the game. You should go to the fans
But
they look
and
pissed off.
celebrate.
These guys were ready to order dinner on the plane. They're thinking about what they're gonna eat there.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm too hard, but
No, you're right. I mean, if you win the game, it's a celebration. That's the best part. You win the
They're
game.
celebrating on the plane.
You're going close to the.
You're not
fans,
here
you give
once
your
in 20
shirt.
years. You guys come.
You know, you can shake hands, whatever, do something.
They're ready to get the dollar pizza in Manhattan.
So Napoli, I know we're talking about Napoli, but it's crazy that Rudy Garcia had a better win record at this point than all these coaches.
De Laurentiis ran out of ideas. He's tired of sacking everyone. He's like, what am I gonna do now? The season's over.
That's it. Europe is gone for
It's
them.
a sad story. It's something that starts so
Maybe
beautifully.
They're lucky.
If they're lucky.
If they're lucky.
The thing is that I keep talking to Neapolitans, and I say, what is the problem? And to me, the problem is De Laurentiis. Not a lot of them. They don't blame De Laurentiis. They blame Spalletti.
I do.
No,
I do
blame
too.
Spalletti.
I do too.
You blame
do.
Spalletti?
Yeah.
I haven't met
blame-
anyone blaming Spalletti.
I blame De Laurentiis 100%.
I do.
De Laurentiis,
all
you
his.
can't question him for what he's done to build the club up.
Right.
As an entrepreneur, as a businessman, what he did for Napoli is remarkable. But I think especially with the management problems, and you're looking now, they're getting Giovanni Manna from Juventus because they didn't have a direttore sportivo. Giuntoli left, weren't happy. You did a mercato that wasn't right. So it's just sad that they fell this much. If you fall off, you don't win again. That's fine. Okay, we understand, but not to be this bad.
Not like this.
And it seems like so many players. Like I'm watching them play, and it's like they're going through the motion. They don't have that same fight for the shirt that you would at least respect and understand, especially at home. Their home form has been poor.
Marco, we talked about cycles before, right?
Yeah.
For me, the Pioli cycle is gone. No, about Spalletti. Spalletti just perfected the beginning of a winning cycle for Napoli, and he leaves. It's not that Spalletti was at the end of a cycle. Spalletti,
He smelt it.
that's what he did. What he did,
He smelt the.
he found the perfect excuse to duck himself, to just leave, because he said, "Hey, I'm at the top. I have an excuse that ADL doesn't want to pay me the extra, 2 slices of pizza that I demanded." So
And he gave
I'm
him
leaving.
calzone.
Ci ha dato un calzone. Ci ha dato calzone, right. Instead of the pizza, he gave him the calzone. I love that. Oh, I like it.
You just got it right now.
Thank you. So anyway, from the slice, I got a calzone. So he left. All right. So once you leave, that itself, it's kind of it cut off all the chemistry that he had with the player. It's like saying to everybody, guys, it was nice hanging around with you, but I have better plans for my future. Have a nice day.
Like Motta this summer.
See ya.
See you later.
Right. So for that $1 million or $2 million that you were asking, you just cut everything, every relationship, and all the memories and all of this beautiful relationship that you built up with con il pubblico napoletano, which is not easy.
Okay,
Napoli,
so who should they get? Let's spin this conversation. Who's the coach for them to get?
Italiano will be perfect for Napoli.
Italiano.
Oh yes.
Over Conte.
Oh, Conte is not gonna coach Napoli.
gonna be
That's
tough.
a bunch of BS.
Apparently ADL is still pushing for
Conte
Conte,
is
even though
not
he
Going to AC
rejected.
Milan.
Who? No, I don't want him. I don't want that
Forget.
guy.
I agree that I don't think Conte will go to Napoli, but I'm saying let's just put things aside. The best possible coach for this Napoli side.
Italiano is a good coach.
Italiano. Palladino. Not yet.
I will say more Italiano than Palladino. Palladino va morire.
Conte, no, you're saying?
No.
Forget about if it's feasible. Just no.
No, it's not. Conte's not gonna. It's not gonna.
What about a return of Maurizio Sarri?
No, I don't see it.
Mike, all those same coaches that I asked?
Yeah, I agree with Anto actually.
Italiano.
I think Italiano would be a good one, and if they manage to get Motta, but it's not happening, him. I just feel like
No, Motta's agent said he will not go to Napoli.
Yeah.
He doesn't like De Laurentiis.
But
His agent, you would have liked this quote. I'll find the exact quote. Go.
But regardless, I think they got.
Yeah, we gotta get an image of his eyes when I said that. When I said Motta didn't like De Laurentiis.
Rolled his eyes.
No, his eyes. He went like this. His eyes lit up.
Easy.
But yeah, I think Napoli got to go with just like how Juve do, get a progressive kind of coach and play that attractive style that we knew of them and play actually good. And I want to say really quickly that there are rumors, there's interest of Inter to get Napoli's captain Di Lorenzo in the summer. So imagine him leaving the captain and going to Inter.
So here was a quote from Thiago Motta's agent. He definitely won't go to Napoli. He wouldn't sign for them, not even if ADL bought him Zirkzee and Calafiori. He has other projects in his future. I think there was a longer one where he said he just doesn't like
it would have been fun if he said like
I
Ronaldo.
I agree. Now,
which coach? Italiano?
You got to see now who's going to leave from Napoli. Is
Everybody.
Osimhen leaving?
Osimhen's gone.
Gone.
Quadrado will stay.
Huh?
Quadrado will stay.
Think so?
Yeah, I think Quadrado will
You think
stay.
he will
It
stay?
depends who the coach is.
Zielinski's gone. Osman is gone.
Zielinski's gone.
Di Lorenzo is gone. Who else is going to go? I think there is another player that.
And then
Juan Jesus, I think, even if
Simeone can't be happy,
Right.
and not that he's
And
the
then
most important
who-
player.
and then who's going to get who are you going to get from me? You know? So
Who are you though? Who's the coach?
yeah, but
Italiano.
ADL is going to
Italiano.
say, if I'm the coach, I go to him. Okay, I'm losing Osimhen, De Laurentiis, Seguara,
It depends on coach though.
Zelensky.
You can get away with it.
Who are you going to get me?
But who you getting?
No, I'm sure they're going to sit down.
Italiano.
Get
But
down.
I'm
He's saying
the
he's saying every coach is
I'm
going to
the
say to
coach,
him
and
what's
if
the
I'm
project.
the coach, like if Conte goes over there, you think Conte is going to go over there and you sell him all the players?
Not Conte,
kidding me.
but he can get away. But he can get away with
Juventus
it.
because
If
they
it's
didn't buy him the players.
Because they
he
didn't buy him Quadrado.
He can get away with it if it's Italiano, but he can't get away with it if it's Conte.
Right.
You understand?
Okay, I agree
that's why
with
you
that.
gotta know the coach.
I
So
agree
guys,
with that.
Conte is not
So
not
I
feasible,
think-
but
Conte's not, but I'm just giving an example. A high caliber coach versus a
Right.
team that's making a coach
But
making a.
if you were in charge, if you were De Laurentiis, if you were your favorite person, you have all this at your
But if
knowledge
I
at your
was, if I
disposal.
was in charge, Spalletti would have never
Okay,
left.
I understood. But
He
now,
would never
now
left the team the way he was playing. It was
you transport into De Laurentiis' body now.
so.
You make the
If I'm
decision.
right now, who do I get? I mean, I like Italiano. If Italiano is leaving, that's what I hear. That's what I read in the papers that in June is gone. Yeah, I like Italiano. I think Italiano could do well there, and he's a coach that is not, at the top where he demands $10 million.
Exactly.
He doesn't demand $10 million. Some of these coaches, they want $10 million to go 7, 8 million. He's not going to get that from Napoli.
And he plays the beautiful football that
and
Napoli fans
it's
expect.
Good, and he's probably, listen,
He's in the South.
Yeah.
He loved the Southerners.
I'm going to lose a couple of players. Okay, let's get a couple of players
Yeah.
And, we'll manage.
150 million for him. If they have 150 million to spend in the summer, Italiano will find good players.
Yeah,
and the
of
thing, think about this,
I
Italiano.
find good players for that one. Give me 20 million. I find good players.
Yeah, that's right, Mike.
We're making it seem like it's jump change over here.
Absolutely.
What's going on?
The
We go to Greece. We go shopping in Greece.
Absolutely.
We need quality.
We get all Greece. We get even the islands for the money.
Okay.
So the thing with Italiano that's amazing, like they won the first leg. They made 2 finals last year. He could make a 3rd final with this Coppa Italia. He's going to beat Victoria Pilsen in the Conference League. It's a clear path. The guy can make 4 finals in 12 months. He's got to win, but he doesn't have
Forgot about
this
that
Fiorentina.
part. Forgot about that
No,
part.
he's going to win. I guarantee you this year, if not one, if not both, he wins one. Conference League, I think they're going to win it
You think?
for sure. I think they got to win it for Joe too. I feel like it would
They
top it
have
off.
to.
It'd be nice.
They have
Last
to.
year they should have done it. They screwed up. They went up against top teams, right? To be fair to them, but Italiano's gotten this team into a position where they don't. Fiorentina doesn't belong to be in those finals, right? If you just look at the paper, they are overachieving because of their help with their coach. Exactly. They're missing even defensively. I have a lot of questions.
It's going to be very difficult.
Either way, so that's to say the merit of Italiano is he makes teams better.
Yeah.
I would go with him. I like him.
Unless a foreign coach comes, but nothing comes to mind.
No, you know what you have in Italy already. Gilardino is another one on my list that I like a lot. No, De Zerbi is not going to.
De Zerbi, they're saying Bayern Munich.
Leave.
They're saying Bayern Munich now.
He's going to leave apparently.
Can you imagine if this guy goes to Bayern Munich?
Yeah,
a couple years ago.
What can you imagine?
No, because a couple years ago, I
Sassuolo.
remember him at Sassuolo. I would never have thought that he'd be this talked about. But it shows what happens when you go to England.
Talent.
When you go to England and Guardiola starts talking about you and all these guys, all of a sudden,
the hype goes up.
I think we got better coaches in Italy than De Zerbi. It's my opinion.
Why are you making it seem like he's
I think we have better coaches in Italy. That's it.
But you made it seem like he's nothing special. I think
No, it's not that he's not nothing special.
I think he's done incredible.
There's a few teams that might be looking for coaches next year, so there's a lot of opportunity for the Italian coaches.
It's gonna be a crazy mercato this summer. There's gonna be a lot of movements.
I gotta tell you something. If AC Milan doesn't get Motta, I think
You're not getting Motta, buddy.
If AC Milan doesn't get Motta, I see Pioli. He's going to cement his position over there, and that's going to be very bad. Very bad for some reason.
So is PSG going to look for a coach next year?
I don't think so.
Is Liverpool looking for a coach?
Yeah.
Klopp's leaving.
Amorim is probably going to be their coach.
Is Real Madrid?
No, Real Madrid's not.
Wasn't Ancelotti supposed to go to Brazil?
No, he's staying.
Oh, isn't Barca need the coach too? No.
Barca, yeah,
Barca's looking for a coach.
They're trying to convince Xavi to stay, but he doesn't want to stay.
Yeah,
but Xavi's not staying.
He said he's leaving, but Laporte is trying to convince him.
If he goes far on the Champions League, Xavi's going to stay.
Chelsea, Pochettino, I'm probably gonna.
Pochettino too expensive. It's not really a great coach.
I think he's gonna leave.
The thing is, you know what's kind of crazy to say this, but all those other coaches, Ten Hag's got it.
That's what I'm saying.
There's
so many unhappy.
Oh my God!
There's so many unhappy clubs right now.
They're gonna fumble the Champions League.
If I am a direttore sportivo, I go to Zidane and I said, Zidane, please.
That guy's vacation.
You guys should get a Zidane at Juventus.
No.
I would do anything to get him.
Project right now.
Huh?
Zidane wouldn't go to Juve. He wants a complete squad where he can win. Juve is right now.
Zidane is not going to Juventus.
No, he's not going to Juventus.
Yeah,
but
he's saying
if he played for Juventus, if I'm Juventus,
I
will make sure that I give you whatever you want. You come here and we win the Champions League.
We're good.
That's not how it works.
He's gonna say I'm good.
That's not how it works. He wants a complete squad. They're in the ruins right now.
So Juventus is 3 players away from winning a Champions League.
They're not 3 players from winning a Champions League.
You gotta be kidding.
Bring out Son.
Do me a favor, kid. Check your father's temperature.
Too much that.
Listen,
After that Lazio,
but you're right. You're right that there's a lot of movements. I mean, Zidane, they're talking about him for Manchester United right now.
Right, but if he wants to coach,
but how much more can Manchester
if he wants to coach next year, if you're Juventus, he makes sure that he comes to Juventus.
No,
you'll
they don't
make
have
him
the
an
budget.
offer.
10 Hag.
Like Man U.
What do you mean? They gotta make $10 million. What are you talking about?
To spend in the summer.
Listen.
What do you mean?
To buy players.
Juventus doesn't have money.
Not like Manchester United.
Not as much as you think, Paisa. Hey, listen, 10 Hags or 20 Hags or not even 30 Hags is going to save this guy here. No Hags, forget it. So the guy's gone.
Believe me, Juventus has got plenty of money.
But not like Manchester United. I'm not saying that. Yeah, in Italy, one
there's
of the biggest.
The thing is, like we just said, there's so many big clubs that are going to be looking for coaches now.
The skeleton of Juventus, it's good. It's good. I think it's better than Man United.
The skeleton.
Man United got a lot of young players, and the thing is, they legit have almost unlimited budget.
I know, but
they spent like 80 million on Casemiro. They spent 100 million on Anthony.
Yeah, so Anthony's
75 million, 85 million for
so what is Anthony has been doing for
nothing?
Rashford, which is a great player, is not consistent. One game he plays great, and then 5 games he doesn't play. So. He's got a problem there. He's got Anthony. He's got a problem.
But they have a lot. They have a lot of youngsters.
They got a problem. Juventus has got a problem in the midfield. You get him a good midfield, and the team is not bad.
I don't think Zidane will take Juventus.
It's not bad. Is that he's not looking for? He doesn't want to taint his resume.
What happened,
Every
Mike?
place
Your
is-
arm's tired?
It is. Every
Why?
place he's been to, he's
Man
won.
United, they changed. How many coaches they changed in the last
to be
couple of years?
honest-
What they've done? They spent $1 billion. What did they do? Nothing.
I get it, but I'm not saying he's gonna go to Man U, but he'd want to go to a team that's ready to
I think
win.
he'd go to Manchester United over Juventus.
Yeah.
Easy. I don't even think
I
it's
would
a
I
agree
question.
with
know.
that. I
I
would
know
agree
he's
with
going to go to Man United over Juventus
we arguing?
because the management of Juventus is not capable. You know, you get the right management, you get Zidane on your team.
I don't think Zidane fits.
No, he's not gonna go there.
I think Juventus need
He'll be close to
exactly
Inter.
exactly like what
Then
Conte
Juve.
did the year 2011 when Juventus were soulless and lacking so much. They need a younger coach that could do more with little.
Calzone.
I don't think Juventus have the money.
I can see Conte going back to Juventus.
Yeah, Conte's a serious option.
Conte going
that
back
guy's
to
bored.
Juventus.
It's Conte and
See,
Motta.
Conte is not going to go to Napoli. He's not going to go to Milan. He's not going to go to
will
Bologna.
go to
He's
He
not
might go
gonna
to Premier
any-
League.
Conte
He
will
might-
go to
He
Milan.
might go to the Premier League.
No.
I can
Conte
see
will
him,
go to Milan.
I can see him go to a Premier League
I
club.
don't think the Prem will take him.
Why not?
He has a bad
See, I'll
reputation
tell
right
you
now
why
in,
he's not
in
going
England.
to Milan,
Yeah,
Conte.
no, I can see that.
You want to know the reasons why Conte is not going to Milan? Because Ibrahimovic now it's under Cardinale, and whatever Ibrahimovic says,
And he wants Conte.
I don't think so. I don't think No.
Anyway,
Ibrahimovic
we're
will
completely
put-
speculating. And just,
Ibrahimovic will pull Conte and said, "Hey, little guy, this is what I'm telling you to
Buy
do.
his wig. Buy his wig.
This is what I'm telling you to do. Just do it, okay? Those are the players.
Piccolo uomo.
Just work with what you have."
guys, anything else?
Calzone.
Anyway, I disagree.
I disagree with all of you.
With all you guys
Yeah, I was about to walk out of
about
here.
Juventus. Juventus has got 6-7 players that have a lot of talent. It just needs the right guy, the right coach to put them together.
You think they can compete with Inter?
Yes, they can compete with anybody.
Where are you getting
What do you
this
mean?
from?
But Chiesa is one of the best players.
Okay, Chiesa.
Vlahovic is one of the best center
Yeah, but the
forwards.
rest, their
Okay, that's
mentality's- Their mentality's
That's
in the
two.
drain.
Bremer. Okay,
Okay,
two. I'll give you
Gaetano,
Bremer.
They're not
Okay,
in Europe.
One second, Bremer.
Bremer is a great player.
Bremer's a great
The
player.
goalkeeper-
Cambiasso.
Chesney's a good player.
Chesney is a good
Cambiasso is
player.
a good player.
McKennie is a good player for
Oh
what he
my
does.
God.
McKennie,
Yes,
he
yes.
does his job.
McKennie don't win the
He's got the
Champions
most.
League?
He's got the most assists of
Yeah,
all
that's
of
more about
them.
Juve than anything.
Yeah.
Not in a good way.
Okay, how many are those?
Tennis. You're at 5.
5.
You're at 5.
Gaetano, they're not
Yildiz
playing in
is a big
Europe.
talent.
Yildiz is the best young talent. The guy, I see things that he does. This guy's
He's not
unbelievable.
gonna be a starter.
Okay.
Sule could come back on loan. Sule's
Okay,
really-
Sule.
Danilo is solid.
Ah,
He doesn't
Danilo,
make-
Danilo.
he's
Danilo played
solid.
great for Brazil.
He's solid. What are you talking
Gaetano,
about?
they're in third place right
I'm
now,
giving you
and they're
already
not even
7.
in Europe. They're in third place right now, and they're not even in Europe.
Yeah, the reason why
Let's hear it.
you got to be Allegri.
Allegri.
Okay, that's the reason.
Man,
But you
we're-
was doing one at the
we're,
beginning.
we're,
What happened all
we're,
of a
we're
sudden?
very animated, I think, now with this setup.
Hey, I wanna
No,
finish.
no.
I know, Mike.
listen.
You're the.
Listen.
I thought they were going to be tough to
I'm
make them hold it.
There's some shoulder work now.
No, come on. You guys got to put it like this. Look, I don't feel
Yo, we
anything.
need a coffee table, paisa, over here.
Yeah, we got it. We got it. The
I'm
next
gonna- I'm
episode.
gonna tape it.
The next episode, we're gonna have a lot of
I'll
news
tell you
to
the
talk.
reasons why we need a coffee table, because I got
Calzone.
couple nice pieces of soppressata.
Oh, really?
That
The next. This is what we'll do. The next episode.
I got the soppressata at the tailgate.
Okay.
Okay.
The next. The next.
Minute I
From a
got it
random guy.
from my paisan.
The next episode, we're gonna have a different setup.
The guy
Peter
that
will be
parked next
back.
to him.
We're gonna have another couch in the middle. We're gonna have.
Gonna be in a wheelchair.
we're gonna have a table. Everybody's gonna see the background. The background's gonna be very different. But I think it's better like this. No, it feels more chill.
No, but we're supposed to have something on that on the wall. It's
coming.
Can we put soppressata on the wall?
No soprasada. And
We'll hang
and
out.
I'll bring a nice bottle of wine.
We'll hang the
and we'll start the
carne secchi on the
podcast
wall.
With the
With the
soppressata
wine.
and the wine?
and the wine.
So Georgia and Ralph, they gave me those 2 pieces of soppressata nicely.
Who?
Georgia and Ralph, the guy that they were tailgating with us.
Okay.
Okay.
The guy that
Sounds
parked.
good.
And then, you know, the father of this kid here, Ralph, is a big follower of IFTV. He said, it makes my dad so happy.
Shout out to him.
If you guys you starting to cut the soppressata and
We'll
doing
do
the
it next podcast.
Can we feed
Guys,
each other?
Up.
guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon. Ciao, ragazzi.
Okay.
Forza Calzone.
Forza calzone.